Blackstone Audio presents The Magician by Saul Stein. Dedication for Henry Schwarzschild, Inimicus Curiae. That man is an aggressive creature will hardly be disputed. With the exception of certain rodents, no other vertebrate habitually destroys members of his own species. No other animal takes positive pleasure in the exercise of cruelty upon another of his own kind. We generally describe the most repulsive examples of man's cruelty as brutal or bestial, implying by these adjectives that such behavior is characteristic of less highly developed animals than ourselves. In truth, however, the extremes of brutal behavior are confined to man, and there is no parallel in nature to our savage treatment of each other. The somber fact is that we are the cruelest and most ruthless species that has ever walked the earth, and that, although we may recoil in horror when we read in newspaper or history book of the atrocities committed by man upon man, we know in our hearts that each one of us harbors within himself those same savage impulses which lead to murder, to torture, and to war. Anthony Storr, Human Aggression. There is no crime of which I do not deem myself capable. Goethe. The characters and situations in this work are wholly fictional and imaginary, and do not portray and are not intended to portray any actual persons or parties. Franz Kafka, The Trial. You are reading a banned book. Forward to the 20th anniversary edition. I became a novelist by accident. Over the years, I'd written plays, essays, poetry, reviews, but not fiction. In the late 1960s, a play of mine called Of Love or Marriage was performed at the Actors Studio in New York, with Darren McGavin in the lead, and was then licensed by Bernard Delfont, later Lord Delfont, for production in London. Peter Coe assigned to direct, and Kenneth More was to play the lead. Play production, like the film business, is fraught with uncertainty. During an earlier production of another play, I was warned that neither the director nor I should stand close to an open window. In London, a squabble between producer, director, and star turned into a melee, while the production hung from the rafters, unnoticed, and soon quite dead. The book publishing world I inhabited then was a quieter place. I retreated to my study, and in 17 non-stop days rewrote the play as a novel.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?